Any questions?
Yes, how much space is required to grow this?
Well, depending, these are very customizable. You can use a lot of space to relatively a smaller space. So depending on your personal needs, we can customize this to fit whatever space you're working with.
So it's in the garden also as well as
You can
in the
utilize
house
these in the garden as well, correct?
as well. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so what are the nutrient value of these plants?
Well, the nutrient value is dependent on the nutrients you utilize. But this way you have better control of what exactly goes into your plant. You know that it's all organic, it's all really high potent nutrients, and you'll, most important, you'll know that you're using organic pesticides. That's very, very important.
What kind of plants can I grow here?
You can grow whatever plants you want, bud. Depending on the size, you can adjust for sizes and a variety of plants.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we? Is it required soil?
Not necessarily. You can use different mediums to grow a variety of plants. Here I have clay pallets with a mixture of cocoa. To grow, we got some romaine, we have some cilantro, oregano, and some Bonnie hybrid back here.
Oh, I see.
Some
Okay.
cabbage.
Oh, okay.
How do we water the plants?
This system is it's a recirculating system. The reservoir is right here. It pumps the water up through this line. The water runs through the bottom of the tray, pours down this hose, and then runs down the bottom of the tray back into the reservoir. This is called the NFT system. It's the nutrient film technique, one of the most water conservation methods utilized to grow hydroponically.
So it's a continuous flow?
It's a continuous flow, or
24?
correct. You can either set a timer to it
Time,
for
okay.
watering in the mornings, or a continuous flow.
So which is preferred?
That's all
Intermittent?
That's all personal preference.
Ah, okay.
Can
And,
I
well, that also depends on the plants, also.
That's
Depending
what,
on.
exactly.
can I eat it?
Sure, you can eat it right off there, bud. Want to grab a little piece or something? Go ahead. Sure, grab a piece.
So where did you begin? This you got the, where did you begin?
Oh,
Like,
we started from from seeds.
This all started from the seeds?
Correct, correct.
And when did you start this one, for example?
These were about 24 days ago.
Oh, I see, okay.
So Jesse, is
Yeah.
that running only plain water or that has the nutrients in the water?
It has a rich supply of nutrients.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
It's a mixture of micronutrients and just water, right?
It has micronutrients, and I also add an air bubbler for aeration,
Okay.
for a more air,
It's oxygenated water.
oxygenated. Correct.
I tasted the cilantro. It tastes the same.
So
Thank you.
when once they are done, they are ready to take out.
Sure,
So
you can-
how much big they can grow here?
Oh, they can get to a foot tall here. So a foot tall. However, you could adjust the heights of the shelving to accommodate taller plants. The cilantro, I know, will grow taller,
Yeah.
so you can accommodate for the height of each plant.
Right.
So how do you grab that, and how do you pull out?
Oh, I just harvest. I grab and I
Grab.
pull it out, rinse it out, and all that.
So once it's done, there won't be any other. You need to do it again, put in the seeds and all, or
Correct.
it will grow
No,
automatically.
correct. No, the cilantro will regenerate, but for the most part, we like to start from seeds again.
So you
Thank
need
you.
to empty everything or just put the seeds?
No, yeah, correct. You would just empty everything.
Uh-huh,
Everything comes right out
okay.
and start fresh.
So do you have to replace the whole thing then? Every
Yes,
time?
correct. You would replace either with clay. The clay pellets are reusable, so we can.
This is reusable?
Yes,
Okay.
the cocoa fiber is not reusable.
Oh, okay, that's a good point,
Yeah.
very
So
important.
these you can sterilize and
So
clean. And
aren't
reuse.
you better off using this one then?
Like I said, that's all personal preference. Everybody's different. Yeah, economically, yes, you are better off using this one.
Okay, but what is the advantage of, if this is better, what is the use of using the cocoa then?
Like I said, that's all personal preference.
No, but preference should be based on the
Oh, sure.
advantage, right?
For instance, cocoa retains more water,
Moisture.
so it retains a lot more moisture than the clay pellets.
So
the clay
how does
pellet-
that help? in
Oh,
the-
it saves water.
Saves the water, but water is circulated, right?
Correct.
So for, I mean, if you overall, if I were to decide, I mean, considering all, you want to go for something like this rather than the cocoa?
I would go with the clay pellets, yes.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
So I mean, if someone were to ask, what would be your recommendation, personal recommendation? It
I would
be the-
recommend the clay pellets. It has a
Clay-
more earthy flavor.
Oh, is
than
that
the-
right?
Correct.
And also it can be used
Reutilized,
continuously.
correct.
Okay. So that's a very big advantage.
After a while, you'll get some experience with the flavors or the residual flavor that certain mediums will leave your food. So that's all personal preference again and experience.
So when somebody is using clay pot, do they need to use that cocoa thing?
No, they don't need to use the cocoa. I just do my own experiments, so to say, to see what works better or what doesn't work at all.
Can I-
How long does it take to grow?
That all depends on the plant you're growing. The lettuce
give
is
us some
30
each
days.
example,
Sure.
then, please.
The lettuce is 30 days for the most part. You can harvest and eat right off the plant. The cilantro, 40 days and you're good to go.
Can I go like fruits
So
from
then
it?
can't we do like, break up into weekly so that we have a
Correct.
continuous growth?
Absolutely. A continuous harvest.
Continuous harvest. That would be the probably best bet, You have weekly spread out,
Absolutely.
1 week. So
You can
you
have a
every
family
week this
unit,
Yeah.
one.
a family unit
Yeah,
consisting
family.
of different